Here I am on the couch or the ergo with former Somerville House student and champion rower, Maddy Horridge. Hi Maddy, how are you?
I'm well, thank you.
Thank you for joining me.
You're welcome.
Maddy, you graduated from Somerville House last year and you reached many, many highs at school. Going back through your records, you have excelled in music, sport, rowing, academic. You excelled in physics, you represented the school in a physics competition, you were with ISCF, many different things. Tell me about your Somerville House experience.
Well, I started Somerville in grade 2, so I worked through the junior school, the middle school and the senior school. And thanks to Somerville, I had so many opportunities, as you said, academic, sporting, and the 11 years that I had were just fantastic. I made so many great memories, so many great friends, and I still keep in contact with the girls that I made really good friends with, so couldn't have asked for a better opportunity.
That's great. Maddy, you were the joint rowing captain with rowing champion Harriet Hudson.
Yes.
Tell me about your experience with rowing. How did you first get started in rowing?
Well, I started doing track and field, softball, all the ones that were offered first, and I came into grade 8 and everyone was like, oh, rowing, what's this? I was like, okay, so I looked into it, went down to the Learn to Rows, and from there my passion just started growing and I can't get enough of it. That it's just a great sport, it's such a community sport, and that's what I love about it.
So Maddy, what's your fondest rowing memory today?
That's a tough one, but because I have a lot over 6 years, but I guess the one that springs to mind is one of happiness and sadness. As you may know, last year I had an ankle injury and I actually pulled all the ligaments off both ankles, so I was in a wheelchair for a couple of weeks. So with that I wasn't able to race. So I guess the happiness of that was I got to meet so many of the younger girls that I would not have been able to meet if I was racing. And I made so many friends, and basically I come to the sheds and everyone's like, oh, hello Maddy. I'm like, oh, that's right. So I guess that's all the friends that I made through rowing.
And I guess the mentorship and people remember you, and the younger girls remember you. So, and they would find you an inspiration. So going through rowing as well as life to date, who has been your inspiration?
Hands down my mum. She's been there from the start and she's always been there continuously. She's up every morning making sure I got my bag packed and everything when I was in school. And she's always just been that driving force behind, what I want to do, and I couldn't have asked for a better mum. And also Mr. Shishkin, he's a fantastic man. He's such a role model for me because he's been coaching at Somerville for a long time now, and every year he comes back with the same aim to help Somerville have a good rowing program, and he has done since he started. So he's a good man.
Rowing is such a demanding sport. You're getting up early in the morning, you're taking boats out, it's physical, it's mental. How do you keep your motivation up?
Don't get me wrong, I've had my lows, but obviously highs come with that, and I guess it's just always thinking about the end result. Always thinking, okay, so I have 4 months of preparation with rowing, it's head of river, that's what I need to get to. And I guess that's, every morning I always think that head of river, that last race. So for me that would be probably the motivation, and also adding to the girls. The girls are always behind me, always, okay, come on Maddy, you can do this, and I'm always behind them. So it's like we work together, so I think that would be my most...
Real team sport.
Real team sport.
So Maddy, it's all well and good to be the rowing captain, have academic prowess at school, be a general all-rounder, receive an award on speech night was another thing that you did for service to the community and the school. Fantastic. Post-school, what does all the accolades mean? How do you go from there? What's coming up for Maddy Horridge?
Well, most of my friends have gone to uni, they've started their life, but I've taken a different path. I've actually received a scholarship to America, so I'll be leaving in August. So from here on, I've started coaching year 9s, which is great, I love it. And I've also continued rowing to keep my fitness up. I competed in nationals the March just passed, so for me that was, just adding on to my year of rowing. And so from here on, I'll be rowing, coaching, and working actually, yeah. So that's about it.
And heading to the States in August.
In August.
Right. Maddie, as you know, I'm doing the Gold Coast Marathon on July 3 and using that as an opportunity to raise funds for the Somerville House Foundation. A marathon is going to be pretty gruelling. Have you got any suggestions or advice as a professional athlete that you can give me to propel me to success on July 3?
Well, I find leading up to a big event such as, the Gold Coast Marathon or for us, Headed River, our recovery is very important. So after, your runs, make sure you stretch, you warm down, you have a nice hot shower if you feel, get a massage. I love massages personally. And nutrition, make sure you're on top of your diet, you're getting enough, substance after your training. That will really help, keep your energy levels up. And then definitely just hit it hard on the Gold Coast Marathon.
Well, Maddie, as part of my program, I've got a regime of cross-training. I thought rowing would be a great thing to do.
Yes,
I've got my Somerville House suitie on, so let's go out and do some rowing.
Alrighty.
Ta-da!